Reconstruction will not be televised. You will not be able to stay in the office, sister and brother. You will not be able to spreadsheet your way to justice. You will not be able to budget your bias, pivot table the pain, quick sort your contrition. No more NASDAQ names hiding subjugation behind the veil of corporate philanthropy, because the Reconstruction will not be televised. It will be built. In commercial co-ops like Chicago, tenants become stewards, not just renters. It will be governed by those who understand that a vote of confidence carries more value than a vote to control. The Reconstruction will not be televised, but it might be decided in your local church basement this Thursday. In this Reconstruction, you will not be able to ride the acronym railroad of DEI and ESG into glory, not when states blacklist funds for saying the words racial equity, and billionaires buy headlines to denounce restorative finance as woke sabotage. You will not be able to afterpay this Reconstruction, but the Boston Ujima Project will see that you're paid in full, prioritizing social capital over financial capital, repaying loans with dignity and days opened, not just dollars. You will see neighbors become investors for $50, 0 cents a month, and businesses thrive because the people who shop there also own it. This isn't crowdfunding, it's counterpower. There will be no reruns, fam. You won't get another shot at stopping the sell-off of sacred land or buying back the corner store that's now a Chase branch, but you can join the movement to rewrite ownership, like the East Bay Permanent Real Estate Cooperative, where tenants and neighbors are member owners of homes and storefronts, no extractive profits, no silent evictions, just permanence and power. The Reconstruction doesn't get a reboot. It gets built block by block, title by title. Reconstruction will not be brought to you by a 5% payout. Philanthropy is on the clock. Foundations will not fund freedom with Monet money that's good from far, but far from good. No more smudging wealth behind plausible deniability. We know what you did last summer. Reconstruction will not be granted. It must be capitalized. That means rethinking who decides and who benefits. Rebalancing portfolios that only prioritize profits with the pain they perpetuate. Take cues from Cataly's Impact First Spin Down or MCF's mission-aligned approach to redistribute power, not just privilege. When asked about fiduciary duty, they point to beneficiaries, not benchmarks. As the gates close, the pivot from perpetuity to the present is a gift. No more infinite timelines. It's a spin down, so the endowment doesn't outlive the people it was meant to serve. But can they also accelerate from 5 to 95 and build an endowment meant to serve the people? The Reconstruction will not be brought to you by Schwab or shown after a shiny, happy ETF ad. It won't be announced on CNBC with a bell, but it will look like the Black Farmer Fund financing new land stewards reclaiming soil and sovereignty. It will sound like a harvest shared, not hoarded. It will be 0% loans governed by farmers themselves, growing not just crops, but control. This is food justice capitalized. You will not have to worry whether to suspect your friends and neighbors if they're still clinging Tyrone, or if this reckoning will actually be Tom's last. But you should worry about the yawning gap between those who believe in scarcity and those who invest in abundance. That gap is being crossed by the seed commons, offering loans repaid only when profits exist, because capital should never punish those least able to bear it. That gap is being closed by new worker owners, thanks to APIS and Heritage, converting plumbing companies and HVAC shops into employee-owned businesses. These conversions don't seek unicorn exits for a few, they build generational exits for many. The Reconstruction won't be publicly traded, but it might be enshrined in your city's budget via $10,000 mom bonds, recommended by activists and capitalized by Next World Assets, because the fiscal justice that low-income kids deserve starts with prenatal care, not pre-K. The Reconstruction is not a metaphor, it is a movement, a method, and it will not be televised because it is not for show. As we mark 160 years since the real Liberation Day was delivered with a musket and a mandate, don't let this 19th be reduced to the federal festive formerly known as Juneteenth. Let it be elevated to a personal reckoning, a chance to tally up what's owed, decide what is necessary, and double down on what's deserved. The Reconstruction is not a branding campaign, it's a blueprint, a battle, a beginning, and it will not be televised, but it will be ours.